Hello everyone and welcome back to Shabby's Extras, where we put on content not seen on the Shabby's Rides main channel. And I try to pick cars that people may be interested in that look pretty cool. And what do I have here? Well, we're at Team Toyota of Princeton on the used car side. And I have here is a 2021 Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400 in slate gray graphite leather. And this is one of my favorite sports sedans that is no longer in production. Final model year was in 2024. So you need to pick them up on the used market. So if you're looking for a sports sedan, you want to save some money by buying used, well, maybe this one would be the one for you. You can let me know as we go through this vehicle. Short form review. So let's dig in. As we look at the front end of this 21 Q50 Red Sport 400, slate gray is the color, but it does have a blue hue to it with a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the fog lamps, gloss black on the top of the grille, flat black down below. And now as we come around to the tires, these are 19-inch. Get a little bit lower for you. They're curbed up, so they're going to have to be cleaned up. Whoever had this vehicle didn't know how far away to park from curbs. But we have 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels, Infiniti badge on the center cap, red brake calipers. Now these wheels have been changed out, obviously. Right now they have Pirelli tires on them, 245/40 19s, and it's all-wheel drive on the Red Sport 400. The slate blue, I think, is a really cool color here. Excuse me. Slate gray. Gloss black side view mirror caps, LED turn signals, 360-degree view cameras, color match door handles with a bit of chrome, the fuel filler cap here on the right side up top, color matched roof, standard sunroof, Q50S with the Infiniti badge right there in the middle. And then we do have dual chrome exhaust finishers, which could be cleaned up, and the body color is also down on the rear diffuser area. Suspension-wise, front double wishbone, multi-link in the rear with adaptive dampers all four corners. Under the hood of the Red Sport 400 is Infiniti's 3-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine, mated to a 7-speed automatic transmission, 400 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 19 in the city, 26 on the highway, 22 combined. And before we dive into this, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, let me tell you what the price was new. Back in 2021, this vehicle MSRP was $62,840. Now, the Q50 assembled in Japan for the U.S. market, so it was built at Infiniti's Toshigi assembly plant in Kaminakawa, Japan. So that's a good deal to have that J-VIN on there. But also, this depreciates quite a bit compared to the competition. So $62,840 new car price, 2021 model year. So we're looking at 4 years later now. This vehicle's got 67,154 miles on the clock. The asking price here used $32,500. So it's about 50%, maybe a little bit more than 50% here on the asking price, but you let me know. Is it worth $32,500? Let's check out the interior real quick, and then we'll take it for a drive. Now, as we swing on into the front door panel, soft touch, real carbon fiber trim, brushed aluminum on the door handle, 2 memory seat settings with power fold side view mirrors in and out. And then we do have soft armrest, red stitching, Bose Performance Audio. We do have the aluminum finish on the dead pedal brake and accelerator with the illuminated Infiniti door sill plates, full power with, right here, thigh support that pulls in and out manually, graphite leather with the cross stitch. It's that diamond quilt pattern with the stitching, soft bolstering, soft headrest. So on the front passenger, you're not going to see the memory seat settings, but we have this old style interior design with the soft touch, We got a good sized glove box. And then we have the old infotainment, right? The twin panel, vertically mounted, but it is fully integrated infotainment system. We have wireless CarPlay, wired Android Auto. That's how this one rocks. And we have the two screens. Now we go to reverse. I mentioned 360-degree view cameras, but it's very old camera technology. So you're going to have to put up with that if you want to buy one of these. And frankly, all of this technology is quite old. But if you want to check out your drive modes, this is what you can get. You can get a personal mode, Sport Plus, Sport, Standard, Eco, and Snow. So they got you covered like that. And of course, we're going to rock in Sport Plus today. So they got good stuff there. And then they have your climate down here, or you can do your audio right here if you want. You got your volume button down here. So we can turn that down. And as far as your sources go, you have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, so that's a good deal. Then you have your home menu right here. This is where you can Bluetooth your phone. There's your connections where you can do your Wi-Fi hotspot, connect up to 6 devices. They need to remove these devices from the previous owner. And then you can swipe across. So we do have touchscreen technology, and you can, with Infiniti InTouch services, connect the vehicle up with your smartphone. So that's a good deal. And then you have your climate menu. Pretty simple. Heated steering wheel. You can adjust your fan speed and your temperature on the left and right. More carbon fiber all over this, so that's good. And then you have your heated seats on or off for the front 2 passengers. And then there's your CD right here. So it's still got the CD, and that has the CD player in it all the way through the end in 2024. Gear shift, gator, 7-speed automatic. Open that up, 12 volt in there. Dial if you don't want to touch the screen. There's the drive modes, more carbon fiber with 2 cup holders. Your Infiniti key fob wasn't bad. Remote start, lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button. And then you have a soft armrest. Open it up, and we have aux jack, USB-A, USB-C, and another 12 volt right there. Now the Red Sport had a round leather wrap wheel with the red stitching Infiniti badge, but it is round, and when you get in and out, if you don't have the seat back far enough, you could have an issue if you're tall enough. I'm 5'11", I'm okay. But if you're probably 6'1" or higher, you may hit this. So I would have liked to have seen them at some point flatten this off, but they never did. Flat black on the switch gear, adaptive cruise on the right. We do have paddles to go up and down this 7-speed automatic manually. Then on the left side, you have your headlight controls, fog lamp controls, turn signals, windshield wipers on the right, push button start behind that, and then traction control off, pop the trunk, and it is an electric tilting and telescoping wheel. Better be at almost 63 grand. And then the dash was always the same, analog digital combo with the dials being analog, and then the digital settings in the middle where you could go through additional information that you needed to see in the center. The overhead console, you have a spot for your shades. You have the SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. If you want your dome lighting to come on off and close the door, this button right here is pushed in. So when you open the door, the lighting comes on. LED, close it, lighting dims out. And then you have your control for the roof. So you throw the shade back manually, and then boom, one touch open, wind buffeter comes up, one touch close, and then you just run your hand back and close that. Framed rear view mirror with the home link right in there, auto dim. And then you have your sun visor, vanity, light. And did it slide? Oh yeah, it slides. The back door panel on Q50, same action with the carbon fiber and the stitching. So I did like that consistency. Now getting in the back, right foot in, duck twist, and bring your left foot in. But once you're in, plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. So I did like the back seat room in this Q50 Red Sport, and you got LED lighting throughout with seat pockets behind both seats, and you have 2 heat and air vents and an A and a C for connectivity back here. And then the back seats, the same color combo with the leather and the quilted stitching, super soft. And then you open this up, super soft armrest and a couple of cup holders back here, and a pass-through that you can lock, but it's a pass-through to the trunk. So that's cool. Now the trunk is pretty simple. You can pop it from the key fob, you pop it from the dash, or right above the license plate, there's a button and you just lift it up. Nice wide opening, 13.5 cubic feet of cargo space. Here are the Q50 carpeted and all-season mats that came with the car when it was new. And then underneath the bottom here, you do have some more storage, and you can pull these straps if you don't have anybody in the back to drop the rear seats, and they'll come down no problem. There we go. Just didn't pull it hard enough. Got to give them a tug. And so now, if you need more room, there's a bit of a kick up, but you have more room for larger items. Here's the used window sticker. The new one, unfortunately, the owners over time have thrown it away. So there's no new car sticker left, but you can get a repro through Carfax if you're interested in buying one of these. They do reproduce the original window stickers for Infiniti in Carfax. There's the buyer's guide, which is required by state of New Jersey. So let's take her out for a spin. Out on the road in this Q50 Red Sport 400, and this is the best part of the car, right? The driving experience in the Red Sport is fantastic. You have the twin turbo V6, 7-speed automatic, right? You got adaptive dampers all four corners. This came new with summer tires. These have Pirelli P0 summers on now. Originally, I believe they came with Dunlop SP5000 summer tires. But the driving experience is the way to go. You have, safety-wise, you got blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist pre-collision, LED lighting up front and out back for safety, so that's a good deal. And tech-wise, it's old. And the design on the interior is old. And that's why this car had such a hard time selling new, because Infiniti hadn't done anything with it in like 8 years. And they were planning on killing it, which was a huge mistake by Infiniti in my opinion. They could have redesigned it, moderned it up a bit, and I think they would have had a hit, because the driving dynamics on this car are incredible. And 62,840, it was just too expensive for this, for what you got new. But now with 32,500, that's more like it, and you can probably get more off than that. At least I'd try for even more off, and have the curb wheels fixed by the dealer as part of the deal, so when you take delivery of it, you don't have to fix the curb wheels yourself. Now, if you don't want to do that, you'd rather have your own guy fix the curb wheels. I got a guy that does that for me on used cars that I buy, and that runs you about, at least it runs me about $150 a wheel. So if you got to do all four, that's $600. That's not the be-all end-all to fix the curb rash on the wheels, because most used cars with almost 70,000 miles, you're going to have curb rash. The brakes are very, very good. Now it's broken in, you can just rip down the road. Whoop! Right, we have a red line of 7,000 RPM on this twin turbo V6, and it just flies down the road. Cornering, look at that, just rips through the corners, no problem at all, stays planted to the road. So the driving dynamics on this car are just really, really good. And these cars are hot used. The dealer here, Team Toyota of Princeton, since the Q50 went out of production new by Infiniti, this year they have sold 4 of these, 18.7 foot turning radius. They have sold 4 of these in the last 2 months. So they're looking to get their hands on these to sell, because people want them. They really do. And why not when it does this? When it does that in the corners like it's on rails. Why wouldn't you want one of these at half price? Yeah, this has got 67,000 miles on it. It's out of warranty, but you know, if you go and try to find yourself a really low miles one, you're going to pay more money. So it's really up to you and how you want to handle it. but you got to make sure the Carfax is clean, no branded title, no accidents. This one doesn't have either, and it just rolls down the road. So you let me know if you're in the market for a used sports sedan. I see two that provide a great value in the market with really good driving dynamics used. You have this Q50 Red Sport 400, and you have the Genesis G70 3.3 turbo Sport Prestige, which again, both of them have heavy depreciation rates. Genesis much stronger brand strength than Infiniti, so you're probably going to get a better deal on one of these, but both of them are great used buys as well. And when we can get a used G70 on here, we'll do that too. But you let me know if you're in the market for a sports sedan. You don't want to shell out 60, 70, 80 grand for a new one, because you know you can save money buying used. Is this the kind of thing you would go for, this Red Sport 400? If this is not on your list, put it on your list and drive one. Even with the older tech, the driving dynamics on this car are incredible. I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton on the used car side for allowing the channel access to this 2021 Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400 in slate gray for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Extras video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.